Good morning, and welcome to the Universalist Church, in which love is the spirit. We are glad you are here, whether you're here in the sanctuary today or anywhere in the world on our live stream. I am Linda Scacco, one of the members of your Board of Trustees here at Fern Street. If you are a visitor, we'll hope you'll sign one of our guest books at either entrance to the sanctuary or visit our webpage, westhartforduu.org, to learn more. There, you can use the contact page to get onto our electronic mailing list, which is the best way for us to stay connected. We look forward to helping you to become part of the Universalist Church. We'll have fellowship through Zoom and in Fisk Hall after worship. Today, we are having a special celebration hosted by our Capital Campaign Committee. So please don't miss joining with us in that celebration following our morning service. And to tell you more about this, I would like to invite David Principe up to speak.
Aloha. Aloha. How are you this morning?
Good. How are you?
I am well, thank you. All right, I'm going to be up here a couple times this morning now and a little bit later. Just wanted to give you a quick update on where we stand, specifically with our capital campaign, also our annual campaign. So the capital campaign right now stands at about $1.42 million out of our goal of 1.7, which is about 84% to goal, which is wonderful. So yes, this is very appropriate. And just to put things in perspective, we wanted to raise $1.2 million for some new projects. We wanted to have another $360,000 to repay the loan from the endowment, which took care of the facade work. And that was going to bring us in at about 1.56. So we're about $140,000 away from accomplishing all of the really big things that we wanted to do, which is awesome. We have done a really good job. And if we can go above and beyond that 1.56, we get to do even more fun stuff. So, just saying, we're in great shape. We've done a wonderful job. There's still room for more. If you haven't pledged yet, if you'd like to increase your pledge, please, by all means, we'd be happy to do that. And to that end, an anonymous donor reached out to me and let me know that they would like to match 10% of the next $100,000 that gets pledged to the capital campaign. So that would keep going is the word. So from today going forward, additional pledges towards the capital campaign will get an additional 10% match. And they said if there are other donors who would be willing to do that same match, we'd get even closer. So just putting it out there, okay? Last but not least, the annual campaign is also critical, right? That funds the day-to-day operations, the lights being on, the ministers and staff getting paid and having benefits, all those really, really important things, yes? So, again, please continue to contribute there and let's do our best. Am I missing anything? Oh yeah, we're having a big party. I'll tell you about that at the end.
So, if you need help finding your way to Fisk Hall afterwards for the celebration, any member of the church will be happy to guide you. Just look for someone wearing the Universalist Church name tag. You can find the link for the Zoom fellowship in your weekly news or on our Breeze calendar. If you are not getting the weekly news, please sign up for it on our website. And now I invite you to take a moment to make your mobile phone silent, turn off your email, and put away your keyboards, and settle in for worship. Thank you.
Such a way as gives us breath. Good morning. I ask you to locate your home chalice for all of those who are attending via Zoom or some other technology, as well as those here. We're going to light not only our chalice, but our Advent wreath in the sanctuary today. Today, we celebrate the second Sunday of Advent, known in the tradition, the Advent wreath tradition, as the Sunday of peace and reconciliation. As the candles and chalice glow in the light that we are going to now light. So you're going to have to wait until I finish the sentence after I light the candles. I didn't plan that comma very well. As the candles and chalice glow in the light we have just lit anew, may these flames remind us of our capacity to provide peace by not only our words, but more importantly, our actions during this time of waiting. We often wait in our daily lives, but we lose the opportunities that waiting can provide because of our hectic schedules. Let us, especially in this week ahead, take the time to enjoy peace in our lives through allowing ourselves to play more. Play the thing that we used to do when we didn't turn 14 or older. In order to appreciate the stillness peace can provide, play will help us do that and help us to be more creative within our moments of peace. Or, another way of looking at it, it will allow us to create a peacefulness through our play. Our opening hymn is hymn number 224 in the gray hymnal. Please rise in body or in spirit in the sanctuary or wherever you are singing along with us. Please join me now in speaking our words of affirmation. They are found in the order of service. Love is the spirit of this church, and service is its law. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another. Please be seated. And I ask all of our young people, however you find that in your space, to come and join me up here as we share. Well, good morning. How are you, sailor? I'm going to kneel down, and if I can't get up, you'll understand. Okay, so this morning I'm going to tell you a little story about a village up on the top of a huge mountain. It's called St. Nicholas Village. And in that village, there is a cottage known as the Linear House. Does anybody know what the word linear means?
I don't.
You don't? I'm glad. Okay, well, I'll tell you what it is then, bud. Linear means a line or things related to lines. Okay? 2 elves live in this linear house. Elves, yes, you know. Elves, yeah. That's right. Well, they share the North Pole and the top of the mountain with St. Nicholas. Okay? Yes, sir. Well, in some traditions, he was the precursor to Santa. Yes. Yeah. Okay, you didn't know that either, huh? Okay. Anyway, the 2 elves' names are Leonard and Lucia. And their task each winter is to design amazing games to be played as the snowflakes fall and the earth becomes very, very quiet and peaceful. Inside their cottage are 2 large drawing tables where Leonard and Lucia create their amazing and challenging line drawings. They giggle sometimes as they're designing these. Now, that never happens to any of you when you're designing things, does it? That you start giggling about what you design? It happens to me all the time. Yeah, my wife wants to know if I'm okay every now and then. Sometimes they are one box inside another. Sometimes they're multiple hexagons. Sometimes they are lines that get very squiggly. Ooh, she's comfy. Or become very circular. There is always a starting place and a finish to the line drawings. And they're always named the line drawings, even though most of them fall under the word for this type of line game. Does anybody know what this type of line game might be called? Yes. A maze. Yes. It's amazing that you were aware of the maze. So, during Halloween season, however, some of us get to ride in a wagon through a maze. Sometimes when it snows a lot on this particular mountain, or the mountains of Vermont, or Maine, or Utah, or Colorado, or California, wherever there's lots of mountains and lots of snow, folks design snow mazes to play in outside, just like the corn mazes that we play in for Halloween. However, Lucia and Leonard imagine all kinds of line mazes, and they challenge their friends and the people they share the mazes with to begin at an entrance point and end at a finish point. The elves love to come up with fun names and designs and different kinds of challenges for all the people who try their mazes. Some of those mazes end up in people's socks by the mantle for Christmas. Even mom and dad's socks sometimes. St. Nicholas stops by on the evening of December 6th to visit Lucia and Leonard to see what their creativity has produced. He always brings treats for them to share with all the children who come to visit them as well. St. Nicholas always wants children to have fun as they enjoy the peace that comes from trying to work on that maze, or mazes. So today, each one of you gets a maze. You have pink corn. Okay, Owen, here we go. Want to make sure you all get one. Here you go. All right, this is the hard part. This is where Reverend Joy needs to stand up. Well, good. Oh, okay. All right. I'm coming. There we go. You got it. Okay. Here you go. Ah. All right, you can keep it. It was an amazingly easy maze. And I got up. This is great. Here you go. Got it? Here you go. Okay. All right, does everybody have one? I can get it. Okay. There you go. You're welcome. All right. So let all of us sing the children out so they can continue working on their mazes and get more difficult ones. Go now in peace, go now in peace. The voluntary offering, the sharing of our resources for our shared work as a religious community, is a spiritual practice for each one of us. It reminds us first that we alone are responsible for the strength and effectiveness of our faith, for our own sake and for the sake of others who need what we can offer. And it reminds us also that we have chosen freely and gladly to come together here this day and every day that we come. This month, we share our offering with the minister's Discretionary Fund. This fund is one way in which we can help to make the world an easier place for one another in times of hardship. It allows us to help people from within and beyond the congregation who don't know where else to turn, by providing a source of money that can help in times of need. This year, especially, that need has become profound. The fund has had more and greater requests than in any of our recent years. Your gifts this month make it possible for us to help one another all year round. So to give electronically, please use the QR codes on your order of service, the links in the description online or those on our website to make your donation to our offering. Here in the sanctuary, our offering will now be gratefully received. We're going to read together the responsive reading, which is number 577 in your gray hymnal, It Is Possible to Live in Peace. I will read the regular type. No, you will read the regular type, and I will read the italic phrase. However, I will start you on the regular type. If someone it is possible to live in peace. It is possible to live in peace. It is possible to live in peace.
If a single person achieves the highest kind of love, it will be sufficient to neutralize the hate of millions.
It is possible to live in peace.
If we are to reach real peace in this world, and if we are to carry on the real work in this world, we shall have to begin with the children.
It is possible to live in peace. It is possible to live in peace. Please join me now in singing our doxology. Please be seated. I'm probably not going to make it through this, so I'm me, you're you. Today, I share with you sad news. Edie Thompson died last night at 9:30. She was in hospice care. She was surrounded by family during the whole dying process from Wednesday until last evening. Her husband, Rob, is with her now in spirit, but in deep love, as well as all of the family members who came in during this past 5 days. Please hold all of them in your hearts and spirits this day and in the days to come. They were the first couple that was in my lay pastoral team. And I really got to know both of them deeply. So it's a loss for me as well as you. Let us reach out beyond our own community as well and focus our caring compassion and thoughtfulness toward all those who are facing lacks of shelter, of food, of medical care in all the international communities of which we are a part. May we, in this time of waiting, bring our attentions to the many people who wait daily for their basic needs to be met. Please join me now in our time of silence and bring into that silence all the intentions you hold within your hearts. in our week ahead. May the spirit of love, the core element of all our time of waiting in the season, flow from this sacred time together and envelop all that each of us touches every day. Please join me now in singing Spirit of Life.
Our reading this morning is from Joyful, the surprising power of ordinary things to create extraordinary happiness, by Ingrid Fettel-Lee. Play is one of our greatest means of accessing delight, with deep roots in human life. Archaeologists have found children's toys, such as dolls, spinning tops, and rattles, at various sites across the ancient world. But because children play with all kinds of objects, not just those specifically designed as toys, play is much likely older than the archaeological record suggests. All species of primates play. Among these, it's our closest relative, chimpanzees and bonobos, that are the most playful. Though it was once believed that only mammals played, researchers have observed playful behavior in surprising corners of the animal kingdom. Octopuses playing with Legos, turtles batting around balls, and crocodiles giving each other piggyback rides. Editorial comment, what about all of our cats? Our truest human expression of joy, laughter, likely emerged from play. Play etches itself deeply into our memories for a good reason. It is the only known activity that humans engage in solely because it produces joy. We eat and make love because they're pleasurable, but that pleasure exists in the service of greater needs. But the only metric of success for play is how much joy it produces. As a result, play has often been dismissed as frivolous, unnecessary. Like emotion, it has received relatively little attention from the scientific community, yet in recent years, there has been a surge of interest in the study of play in both humans and animals. It would be hard to find a more exuberant advocate for play than Stuart Brown, the spry 92-year-old founder of the National Institute for Play. "The need to play is in us," he has said. "And if we don't do it, we're in trouble." Play lets us practice give and take, through which we learn empathy and fairness. It also promotes flexible thinking and problem solving, which increase our resilience and help us adapt to change. When we play, our awareness of time diminishes and our self-consciousness fades. Play can put us in a powerful flow state, which allows us to let go of everyday worries and be absorbed in the joy of the moment.
Advent is described in almost every book ever written about this time of year as a time of waiting, a time when the seasons also cooperate with that descriptor and go into a quiet anticipation and preparation period. One can, if one takes the time, even hear the delicate snowflakes fall and dance as they float to the ground and the quiet earth. Ironically, however, in the midst of this seasonal peacefulness, we, especially we in this country, find ourselves immersed in twinkling lights, all the colors of the rainbow, songs in multiple languages playing in every store and restaurant we can go to, and wreaths hanging on doors and even in sanctuaries. And as one writer noted in a book titled Honest Advent, the candy cane striped juggernaut of seasonal branding that overlays every part of society is like a fresh dusting of snow. You cannot turn on television these days without some hopping elf or lovely Santa appearing in miniature with someone's head on the body. Amidst it all, however, we are still called to wait, called to an inner peace. This second Sunday of Advent is considered that Sunday, the Peace Sunday. A sacred internal peace, however, one that affords us the time to experience the depth of our inner being, one that challenges us to understand our own unique and personal definition of peace. In examining my definition of peace, I recognized it's very much tied to how I view play in my daily life. Peaceful play gives me the ability to question things I don't understand, examine things that arrive in my imagination, sometimes unexpectedly for me in my imagination. Imagine that. Or times that afford me the opportunities to wander down sidewalks or trails or roads that I might not choose to go by. It gives me a wistfulness that is freeing in immeasurable ways. In looking at the connections between inner peacefulness and play, I stumbled upon the reading we shared this morning. Ironically, in a book called Joyful. That was hilarious to me. I love the line in it that reads, "When we play, our awareness of time diminishes and our self-consciousness fades. Play can put us in a powerful flow state, which allows us to let go of everyday worries and be absorbed in the joy of the moment." How grand it is to be able to spend our waiting time in peaceful play. In examining play more thoroughly, I ran across Dr. Stuart Brown, who wrote a book called Play. He studied play for over 7 decades of his career, and he found the following as properties of play. Apparently purposeless, meaning it is done for its own sake. It's voluntary, It has an inherent attraction. So if I start playing, you get to start playing with me. It's a freedom from time. When you're really absorbed in playing, all of you puzzle people out there, nobody can tell you what time it is because you have no idea. Diminished consciousness of self. Improvisational potential, because it's so spontaneous. And a continuation of desire. When you start playing, you don't want to stop playing. According to Dr. Brown, these properties are what make play for me, he says, the essence of freedom. Play is its own reward, its own reason for being. And he further noted, I frequently talk with groups of parents who inevitably are concerned and conflicted about what constitutes healthy play for their kids. I have gathered and analyzed thousands of case studies that I call play histories. I have found that remembering what play is all about and making it part of our daily lives are probably the most important factors in being a fulfilled human being. Dr. Brown studied people's reaction to 9/11 and discovered that when they played, they felt better. He also discovered that when we as adults allow ourselves the time to play, we're healthier people. Imagine that. The ability to play is critical not only to being happy, but also to sustaining social relationships and being a creative, innovative person. If that seems to be a big claim from Dr. Brown, consider what the world would be like without play. Take a moment and think about that. In a broad sense, play is what lifts people out of the mundane. Dr. Brown says sometimes he compares play to oxygen. It's all around us, yet goes mostly unnoticed and unappreciated until it isn't there anymore. The National Institute of Play has also outlined 8 specific play personalities. These were developed as a result of over 5,000 of those play histories being reviewed. You can find them by putting the National Institute of Play into Google and scrolling down to the section labeled The Mosaic of Play Stories. I highly, very highly recommend them as a great way to explore play for yourself and for each member of your family or your best friends or your worst enemies. That trail to discovery is a great way to play. The major lesson from Dr. Brown's lifetime odyssey of play is that everyone from 6 months to 120 can access and benefit from identifying the activities that put them into an authentic play state and adding those activities to their daily lives. And Edie would be the first person to tell you, go play. Dr. Brown's dream and the National Institute for Play's mission is to individually and collectively make play as important in the public consciousness as good sleep, balanced nutrition, and personal hygiene. Just as we have to feed our bodies to thrive and wash our hands to get rid of those lovely pesky germs, we have to play to build our ability to flourish in society and live our fullest lives. Finally, this day, I invite you all to an adventure in play. At the end of your pews are some papers accompanied by treats. Choose one of the sheets of paper, as well as a bag of treats, and during coffee hour this morning, enjoy playing. Or if you must leave without sharing our marvelous coffee hour, you can play at home. As you saw during our Time for All Ages, all the children went out with a sheet of paper too, and they're getting treats at the end of their classes to match yours. So you can, as a family, share and enjoy with one another. Enjoy playing together. A peaceful way to play. We can continue to share this time of waiting. Perhaps instead of filling our waiting time with the myriads of hustle and bustle that this season pushes upon us, or of running from one thing to another to make sure that that gift that you thought you had, you didn't have, and now you have to get, we might instead decide to choose to spend time like Leonard and Lucia, drawing lines and creating mazes of love and of peace. Perhaps you will choose to play more and more often as you wait. May it be so, and blessed be. Our closing hymn is hymn number 163, For the Earth Forever Turning. Let us speak together our unison benediction. Engage with the world in peace. Have courage. Hold on to what is good. Return to no person evil for evil. Strengthen the faint-hearted. Support the weak. Help the suffering. Honor all beings. Please be seated and remain for our postlude. After the hymn. Yes. Okay, David. 2 announcements. One, for anyone is a new visitor, there is a meeting in the parlor following our dismissal, and Mr. Principe has another announcement.
I opened with Aloha. I'm closing with Anchors Away. Please join us in Fisk Hall to celebrate the launch of the next 3 years of capital campaign improvements. We have a lot to celebrate. On your way to Fisk Hall, I remind you to look at our history wall, the wall that lists our 200 years of accomplishments, big and small. We are adding to that wall. So please take a look at it as you go out. We look forward to breaking bread with you soon.